Allow me to...
Okay, I think we're finally all set. Almost. Now I'm all set. Give it just a couple minutes to see if anybody wants to join up before we get underway, but if not, that's fine too. It's all going to get recorded and posted on the channel anyway, so those of you who can't make it to the stream are more than welcome to catch it later. On that note, one bit of business. If you are watching this later and you would like to be part of the stream, I'm open to trying for a different time. I originally picked this time simply because I wasn't really sure when would be a good time to do it. So I kind of tried to aim for somewhere that would work with time zones for where I know some of you are located, but that obviously doesn't work perfectly for everybody. So you'll find in the description there should be a link to a straw poll or something, so that if you want to, you can take a vote on a different time. I may just open it up for like a free form thing that says what time do you think would be best, or I'll leave a bunch of different times and you can vote for the ones you like. And if there are enough people who are interested, then maybe I'll change the time of the stream so that more of you can join in, because that's really what the goal was to begin with. So that being said, we'll just get underway. And I see that at least 2 people are now watching, so hi people. I don't know which people they are, but if you want to say something in the chat and let me know you're here, by all means, it's what it's there for. Alright, let's load up this Haruspex and get underway for day 2. And I'm curious to know what it's going to be like, because let me tell you, day 1 was pretty harsh. Okay, so I need to remind myself what I've got. Exhaustion's good, hunger's moderate, health is fine, immunity's fine, not infected, reputation's back up to full, drugs-wise, rations. Okay, I've still got plenty of food, so I don't need to worry about that. So really, I guess at this point, we just need to survive the night. If I find any thugs wandering around, like that guy, we'll probably need to kill them to get the money and whatnot that we can loot off of them, but I would rather not fight them directly, not in the middle of an open courtyard where they can throw knives at me. Those of you who are familiar with this game will know that those knives, if they are thrown at you, are, I'm pretty sure, an instant kill, or if not instant, it does a just completely ridiculous amount of your health. You're not going to come back from it very easily. Maybe if you have full health you'll survive it, but I'm pretty sure it's just all around bad for you. So I see a guy over there, and the hope. Wait, that's not. Is that a vagrant? Yeah, that's a vagrant. Okay, maybe I can trade bandages for you. I know I'm going to need a lot of those. That was one of the more prevalent comments that I got, was make sure you trade for bandages, because you're going to need them. Alright, I didn't see any bandages there, but I think I actually have a bunch of water bottles. I need to fill those, so let's just start doing that. And while I'm out and about, I may as well start checking dumpsters again. Let's see what we got. I also found out, for those of you who are maybe watching this as a playthrough for yourselves, I missed something on day 1. 2 things, actually. Number 1, I never went home. And I guess there was something there if you do go home. So maybe that's what we'll try and do. Let's make a new save real fast. Let's make one up here. And we're going to go to... We're going to try and go home and see if I can even get in. It's where Isidore Barak died. And it's not marked on your map, so you kind of need to know where it is in order for it to really work for you. So this is kind of one of those things that maybe would benefit you if you've already beaten the game with another character. You kind of know the map and you think, oh, I know where that house is, and I know how it might relate to the character I'm playing. Let's see what's there. So we're going right over here. It was never marked, but that's where my, in-game father lived. And we'll see if there's anything still there. My bet is maybe I missed it because I wasn't there on day 1, but that's okay. The other thing that I did definitely miss is when you first spawn in as the Haruspex, right after the cutscene plays and all of the people are dead, there's a bunch of them that are dead on the ground around you. And one of those dead people, and this is the part that I'm really bummed about, has a shotgun. I'm not sure who you're running for. It's not me. It's probably that guy. Okay. So we're going to help him out. Which is A, good for our reputation, and B, good for our wallet, usually. Whoa, what? Okay, that's different. Gatherers and also the hunchback from the Atrium District would be willing to trade something for this. Human liver, extracting organs from a body is seen as horrible blasphemy in the local tribal community. Only the Menku are allowed to do this because they have ancestral right to cut living bodies. However, some gatherers and also the hunchback would be willing to trade for something this rare. Okay, so I'm going to take those. And I guess the blood too? Yeah, okay, that's new. That was not in the previous version with the Bachelor, so that's really cool to me. I didn't realize there were full mechanics to this game that you unlocked by using different characters. I wonder if there's something different for the Changeling, too. Maybe she gets, like, extra dialogue options or something, or maybe she doesn't get anything and she's just an interesting character. Either way, I'm curious now. Okay, so I believe I'm in the right area. Yeah, I just basically need to go through... Ooh, careful. Alright, we're going to see if we can get there and keep this guy alive. I hope that I can. Come on, stab him. Stab him. Got him. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to find out if organs stack. They do. Good. Which means I can take those and I don't need to worry about keeping space for them. And yeah, I need to go through here and then hang a left. Nope, that doesn't work. I'm going to have to go around the other side. Oh, come on. There's got to be an easy way in here. I've only been in here like once. Because every other time you go through here, they basically tell you you can't because it's infected and they don't want anybody else to get in trouble. But there's no good road in there, is there? Or there probably is, but I wandered the wrong way. I think I need to go around the other direction. Yeah, okay. So we'll go back this way and we'll loop around the northern end of it instead of trying to go all the way around down to the south. And we'll see if we can find a better way in. But I think I was saying about the bodies that were down there. One of the bodies that of the men that tried to kill you at the beginning that you fought back and defeated actually had a shotgun on them. I'm kicking myself pretty hard for having missed that because having a shotgun on me would be fantastic. But I don't have one. So, bummer. Sad face. Oh well. I'm not too put out just because there were times when a gun would be nice, but there weren't that many places I needed it. Okay, we're going to save before I go in here because if this place is horribly infected, I'm probably not going to camp out in here. Okay, and I can't get in anyway. But, oh well. We'll just have to work on that in the future. Alright, so that does tell me that I missed that. I'm not even sure what it was I missed exactly. It may have been like a letter or, I don't know, maybe there was some sort of an inheritance thing or something that was supposed to happen, but whatever it was, we didn't get it, so that's the end of that. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to that district way across the river. I think it's the Stone Yard. Yeah, should be the Stone Yard. We're going to head over there. And I'm going to try and see if the Hunchback wants to trade for my organs. Drink. Here you go. Ah, you have bandages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for that. And goodbye. Okay, moving on. We have bandages. Bandages are good. Ah, I remember it being a knife, not a shotgun. Maybe I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure at least the comment that I got said it was a shotgun. Which, I'll admit, seems a little overpowered as well, because I don't think you got a revolver for several days with the Bachelor. But, I don't know. I'd have to check the comments myself. It would be on the other stream video. Maybe when I get a chance here, I'll be able to check it, pull it up. But bottom line, the important thing is I should have looted the bodies the morning I woke up. That's what I missed. Always, always loot the bodies. And always, always check the dumpsters. All sorts of good stuff if you just pay attention. What the... Oh, okay. I'm going to just keep moving. I don't really want him to turn around and start chasing me. Usually when I get into a situation like that, I wind up just trying to find a door of a shop I can run inside. I'm going to come up here and check these dumpsters real quick. Because again, items for trading, bottles for water, all good stuff. Alright. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I don't think my mic is picking it up, but if you hear little crunchy sounds or anything, my pup is over here in the corner, happily chewing away on a bone. So I apologize for any of the excess noise. And okay, we're going to save real fast. But I believe... Whoops. Bad. Oh, crap. Yep, now see, he tried to stab her. But now that he's chasing her, I can go stab him. Because money and organs. Come back here, you fool. Oh, I wish I could run faster. But I'm pretty much moving at top speed. Oh, come on. One more ought to do it. Come here. There we go. Gotcha. And keel over and die. Thank you. 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 All right. Oh, look, another one. Just trying really hard. Oops. Not to stab the wrong person. Well, this is why we saved. Ow. He got me twice. There we go. Alright, I could have done that better, but at least we got him. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay, goodbye. Well, that's part of why we're collecting all of the water bottles and whatnot, and we'll go searching for bandages. I just like to have the money for when I need it. And they are an excellent source of money, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. Now that he's taken one person out, I don't need him focused on me like the last guy was. Forgot how badly those knives hurt when they stab you. Jeez, does not take much to kill you with those. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. Cross the river to the stone yard, and then the hunchback should be in one of the houses in that little courtyard up there. Never tried trading organs away, so I have no idea what I can get for them, but let's find out. Hopefully something decent. I don't know, maybe I can harvest organs and buy guns or something. Frankly, even if I can get something decently valuable so I could, like, launder the organ money into funds, that would be fine as well. This should be the hunchback's house. So, let's head up here. And you're in this room. Okay, so you got it, no tail behind you. What? I got it, come on, take it, time is of the essence. Stop sweating, will you? No one was following me, just look outside the window. So, what are you, okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, you. Dude, did I screw it up? Oh, there we go, okay. It's just being difficult. Alright, so I can trade him, oh, 4? Those are 1, those are 1, and those are 1. That's kind of amazing. So I can just trade him all of these for 3 bandages. That's fantastic. And blood is 1. Tourniquets are 4, so let's just trade him the blood, and we'll get a tourniquet while I'm at it. That's awesome. And now I'm not carrying organs around anymore. And I have instead a bunch of healing items. Combine that with the water bottles from the vagrants, and that's going to make life a lot easier. Speaking of which, I might actually want to use a couple of those. My health is not awesome anymore. Drugs. We'll use the tourniquet because I like those less, and then one of the bandages. That brings me back up to about where I was, and I still have 3 left over. Could loot civilian bodies too, whether you killed them or not. I haven't been able to do that. Maybe it's because they loot the bodies after they kill them? Let's find out. If he kills him, then we'll try and loot his body as well. Nope. We're good. At least when I tried playing with the Bachelor, I felt like I tried that, but I wasn't able to get anything for them, so... I could be wrong. Alright, let's go back to the Hunchback real quick. We'll just turn in these organs and get that other tourniquet from him, maybe use it. Did I already check these? I think I did. Yeah, okay. No biggie. And what time is it now? It is 2:50 in the morning. So I think once we've gotten that tourniquet... I might actually save real quick and then sleep for the rest of the morning until about 7 in the morning. At which point, yeah, he's just got the 1 left. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yoink. Trade goodbye. Okay, so let's save. Whoa, wrong button. Open up the dev menu by accident. There we go. I know I can sleep in here, so we'll just sleep off the night. And get to the meat and potatoes. No, I can't do that in here, can I? I thought I could sleep in here. Maybe I need to go sleep in, let's go to Eva Yan's place. I think she likes me. Just meant the organs. That does make sense. That is good to know. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. New mechanics. That is an excellent tip, though. I didn't even think about that. So, yeah. Organs. Dead people. All over the place. I will be able to cut them open and harvest many things from them. I'll just leave you to your own devices. How much money do I have now? $28.73. Not bad. I gotta remember that I need to be sparing with a lot of my money. Can I talk to you without you freaking out?
It's so quiet around now.
You have wolf's eyes. Stop giving me that look. What's your name? There's no reason for you to call me by name. I'll find it out eventually anyway.
How come poor Lara
Why is it you hate me so much? You smell of blood. Oh, you've got a keen nose. I've got a keen heart. And empty eyes. Stop it. I want you to stop coming to my house. You'll have to bear with the smell of blood for as long as I have business to discuss with your tenant. And you're not going to like it, but I'm going to sleep in your bed. Sorry, guys. Hope you got the bone stuck. Okay, let's see, it's 3 o'clock, so let's just sleep for about 4 hours. And that should wake us up at about 7:02, which should be just in time for the next day. There you go. Morning of the second day has come. Infected yesterday, 21. Died, 19. Gone missing, 6. Total death toll, 39. Currently infected, 29. Day 2, in which the Haruspex, under any circumstances, gains more than he loses for the first and the last time. Oh, that does not bode well. Alright, and I desperately need to eat, so... rations. Let's go ahead and eat the fish and the vegetables. And I'll save the meat for a little bit. I don't want to use that right away. Alright, do I have any letters? No. Anything on quests? No. Nothing yet. Okay, but it's 7 o'clock, so we'll start checking dumpsters again, because everything should have reset. And while we're doing that, we're going to make our way across the river and start looking for food stores. Although I remember stuff's going to be really expensive starting today, because they start to panic about food, and it's going to be really expensive until Block shows up, and then I think prices start to come down. Hey, I got a letter. Vlad Olgimski's invitation. The issue with your inheritance has been resolved. See me for additional instructions. Take great care, Olgimski. Alright, then I guess we'll go to the lump next. I can hit up a food shop on the way and see if they've got anything I want. That's part of why I was so avidly hunting down thugs in the first day. Let's see, remember day 5 as the Bachelor when getting just 1 heart? Yes, I do. Oh my god, and I think that's actually the one quest that I wound up failing. I got every other day's quest working just fine. And I had a Schmouder on me, so I did manage to keep everyone alive, but that was the one day that I don't think I successfully completed. I'm trying to remember what precisely happened. I think I just ran out of time, honestly. Like, I rested to get a bunch of my health back, focused on something else, and I wasn't able to complete the quest. Nope. You got nothing I want. Ooh, that's good trade stuff right there. And more bottles. Alright. Hello! I don't know who the third person is that just hopped into the stream, but welcome! Happy to see you! By all means, feel free to join in the conversation, provide tips, or just enjoy me running around in panic. Probably less panic than I was the first time I went through this game, but there will be panic moments. Usually at night when people start chasing me around with guns and knives. Okay, let's see here. Do you have anything I want? You have fish, you have bread, and you have meat. You have everything I want. Goodness gracious, you have all the things I want. Okay. For 1650, though, I've only got enough for, like, 2 things. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll worry about the rest of it later. Because I don't want to necessarily blow all of my money on rations this early. I mean, I don't really know what else I'm going to buy, to be honest. Playing through the game with the Bachelor, I didn't really buy anything other than food. I could have bought a gun if I'd really wanted to save up the cash for it, but I didn't. I would have had to buy a rifle from Bad Grief, and he wants, like, 18 grand or something for a rifle, which not worth the trouble.
Yes.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news for you, Master Barak. Predominantly bad, but the good one is there. Let's start with the good news. You may come into your inheritance. No one will dare get in your way. There's no proof of your wrongdoing. You may take the keys from Alexander Saburov. I can't imagine how they got into his hands, but never mind. That's the good news. What of the bad news? The bad news, I've spoken to Saburov about your case, and he is, to say the least, furious. It seems that he's set on destroying you by any means possible, disregarding my protection and my personal warranty of good faith. What have I done to make him so angry? It's not him, I think, but rather his wife. Katerina is a mistress, a woman of mystical gift. Her opinion is well respected, no matter what kind of person she is, and she has had a vision of you bringing some horrific bloodshed to pass. That is the price of your ascension to glory, according to her. Is that so? I had no plans for mass bloodshed. I believe you, I do. But can it really be helped? Alexander trusts his wife more than he'd ever trust me. The Saburov's duty is to maintain order, and such a discovery about your mission couldn't make them happy. It seems that Alexander has taken it upon himself to stop you from fulfilling this prophecy. Is your name enough to hold him back? Yes, for a while, but the news of Simon Kane's death, the rumors of some epidemic, they're stirring our small town. The people are scared. Alexander is demanding emergency powers, and if he gets what he's asking for, I won't be able to help you like I do now. The lump will not protect you then. So what do? We hope for the best. I have arranged for a hideout to be prepared, just in case. You'll be able to lay low and continue your work there, even if Saburov does get the power, and orders me to turn you in. The place isn't exactly comfortable, but it's reliable. It will become your home. What kind of place? I've commissioned my son to take care of it. He'll fill you in on the details, and hopefully will even guide you there. He's living in some abandoned wreck by the station at the moment. You'll find him there if you haven't already. That won't be hard. And now for the main course. This bachelor, he's in charge of everything around here at the moment. The circumstances demand so. I don't trust him. He's digging some dirt on us, I'm afraid. He's smart, though. Very smart. The big city rotter. You'd better get on his good side. He will keep digging, and he will be successful, and may give you some clues. And I'll make sure he doesn't hurt anything or anyone. Come by to see him. Don't put it off. Thank you, Boz Vlad. Not at all. I've done so little for you. The times we live in, the mad and cruel times. But you will come into your father's inheritance. Talk to Alexander and his wife, even. Use the short break and the immunity that you have while you have them. I'll come by later. Okay, so yeah, I know where the Saburovs are. I don't like either one of them. I'll have to talk to Vlad the Younger, but let's focus on the Saburovs first. My father's house is sealed off, his property arrested. These days it is Alexander Saburov who handles these kind of matters. If anyone is able to give me the keys, it would be him. And I really don't like Saburov. That guy has been a pain in my ass for, well, pretty much ever. Maybe it'll be different if I get a chance to play with or rather when I get the chance to play with the Changeling, since that's kind of, every single character seems to favor one of the three families. When you play the Bachelor, it's the Kanes. When you play with the Haruspex, it's the Olgimskis. So it stands to reason that as the Changeling, it would be the Saburovs. Maybe they'll be nice to her, but they're certainly not nice to the Bachelor or the Haruspex. To them, they're pretty much just constantly getting in the way. All the time. And I don't think I want to go this way. Can I get around that way? No. I have just walked in a completely pointless circle. Oops. I should have known better than that. I know this map. I don't know why I had trouble with that, but oh well. Okay. Heading this way. Oh look, more dumpsters I can loot. Nothing says honest, helpful person like a guy rooting through every dumpster he passes on the streets. Alright. Shouldn't be too much further. I think it's right here. Yeah, that's the way to the bridge. Probably start with Alexander, because I don't particularly like his wife either. She tends to get in my way a lot. Well, I guess she's closer. Alright, we'll talk to her first. And I'm going to save before I go in there, because I don't want to script the conversation and not be able to get something out of it, if I need it. Alright, so at least according to that little cryptic message, that does say I'll probably get my inheritance, hopefully without too much trouble. The problem will come from following days. Why is there a goblet just on the... Doesn't matter.
Matchmakers are coming, trying to woo me.
So it was you that my visions spoke of, the man that will make a great sacrifice and spill rivers of blood. It is all clear to me now. Are you clairvoyant?
I don't think you have killed him.
Oh, the torment. Where's that idiot girl? Where's the morphine? Is there no one to send for it? And you, why are you here? Don't come any closer. Why are you afraid of me? There was a prophecy. Oh, my temples. You are bound to drown our town in blood. The wording is precise. You will make a sacrifice. There will be rivers of blood, and that will be your doing. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that had been taken from it in the past 10 years. Go away. Why would I make a bloody sacrifice? To ascend, and take your due place. You will be forced to make the sacrifice in order to fulfill your purpose. I don't want that. Oh God, why is this happening? I need a shot. Get away. Go away. I want to give myself a morphine injection. I'm leaving. Wait, I should check with her again. Sometimes that was another thing I used for it to do.
I'm of little
Go away,
use
Ripper.
now.
Did you... Look, I want to avoid this as well. Help me. Tell me what to be cautious of. Nothing can be avoided. Impossible. I can't tell. And the sacrifice is hazy. I still don't know what it will be. I just think it's hardly a person. It's got the soul of a person, the mind of a person, but it's not a person. Why do you keep hinting? Why can't you just say it straight? That would mean mutilating the reality. Haziness defines shapes. A mistress cannot lie. There's no other way. Okay, I believe you. Anything else?
The wheel of my
Did
fortune.
you see it? Did you hear the words with your own ears? You won't ever understand. You don't have the high sensors, the nerves a mistress feels the world with. You don't know these lines, Burak. It's like trying to describe a smell to a person who has no nose. Oh, whatever. And now I'm on my way. Yeah, okay. So that's all the stuff she's got. That was another thing I kept doing in the Bachelor playthrough. I was constantly forgetting to talk to them again. I'd speak with them once, get the information I was looking for, and then I'd turn around and leave, and I would miss everything else. I gotta remember not to do that. And now for you, Alexander.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking.
Who let you in here? Who could stop me from entering?
My chest hurts.
So,
Can it be conscience?
So, you had the courage to come to me? I thought you'd send someone. Or do you think I'm not aware of what you have done and what you will do? Explain yourself. I know you are a killer. One of the worst killers anyone in this town has ever seen, in fact. You are charged with premeditated murder of at least 4 people. The death of Simon Kane and your father are being looked into. You have no proof. But I will, damn it. If it weren't for Simon's death and the sudden threat of an epidemic, if only they'd let me off the leash. Perhaps tonight I will finally get rid of it, though. Your patron Olgimsky won't be able to veto my decisions then. I'm starting to like him. It is only out of respect for the Bachelor. He is, for some reason, absolutely sure of your innocence. That's understandable. He's an outsider, after all. But it is only out of respect for him that I will hand you the inheritance. I will be watching every step you make, however. Don't even think about absconding. Be my guest. You may take possession of your inheritance. The affairs of the deceased were conducted by one Aspedy. She lives nearby. Her den is in the crude sprawl. You'll have to make do without a guide and find the way to her house on your own. And don't you dare leave the town. Your culpability is all but proven. It's almost over. We'll see. Yeah, I know where Aspedy lives. Okay, you got anything else?
Sometime. Why now, when I have to resign myself to waiting for the deal to come through?
What do you want? Who's investigating my father's murder? No one at the moment. Why? Because there's no time for that. There are matters of greater importance. Who will take care of it and when? I will deal with your father's murder personally when I'm not distracted all the time and the order is restored. And something tells me that you won't be too happy with the results. I won't let you off the hook. Undoubtedly. And...
I will restore the order here, rest assured.
Is there somewhere I can stay in this town? You've got a estate here, I believe. Your late father had a house and a secret laboratory, even. My father's house is unclean. Can't help you with that. It's your house. Not anymore. Okay. So, Saburov has advised me to see a woman named Aspedy. She's the one who took care of my father's accounts and affairs and is apparently the best person to help. Yet something feels strange. Saburov could have simply given me the keys. Yeah, this is where I'm sure we discover that the problem is not so much... It's the fact that it's the disease. Which, honestly, if you even look at the house, you can recognize. When it's got the weird stains all over it, that means that it's an infected house. A lot of you who are watching will already know that, but I like to put it out there for those who may not have seen these videos yet. And if you're curious, by all means, and you don't want to wait for the next one to come out, of this playthrough, the entirety of the Bachelor playthrough has already been completed and uploaded. That one I did in multiple pieces, and I split it up in approximately 20 to 30 minute chunks, so it's something like 73 episodes long in its entirety. Again, for those of you who might be new to this stream, I am currently doing these once every 2 weeks. I may increase that. I just needed to make sure that I could handle the time and I could find the time to do these streams before I dedicated to that. And we're streaming these one full in-game day at a time. So, this one will be completed in approximately 12 parts. Well, not so much approximately 12 parts as exactly 12 parts. Okay. Fortunately, still no infections yet. How are we doing on hunger? I could afford to eat. Rations. Let's go ahead and eat one of the dried meats. Good. And I still have another dried meat and a smoked meat left. And maybe after talking with Aspedy, fingers crossed, I will be able to afford more. Or maybe not Aspedy, but once I go to my house and get my inheritance, I'm hoping that there's some level of monetary inheritance. But even if it's just a house that I can go to and, I don't know, research disease samples or something like that. Because I am... Well, there's an interesting thought. I know that in the Bachelor playthrough... Whoops, shouldn't have gone around the fence there. In the Bachelor's playthrough, the Haruspex is the one responsible for creating the Panacea. And the Panacea cures the disease. But he was only able to get enough materials at first to produce a few bottles. And he gave them to particular very important people. And then, you know, passed a few others around. Some of them got, I think, sold off or stolen. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we're going to be making some of that, which would be interesting.
Who is she? What's her goal?
So this is what you look like. Haruspex Onyon, heir to Warden Barak, a Menku. Yes, I'm the eldest of my kin now.
there's a hole under my heart.
I managed to preserve your inheritance, if only by a miracle. You can take it all now. By a miracle? Why? It was almost taken away from me. The orders of those who are in power. They've still managed to snatch some papers I missed. You would have received an empty box, and a pocket full of debts, of course, but today the box is heavy. There, behind your back. Did you get the key? Yes. Take it then. Use it. I hope you'll manage to sort it all out. I can smell Twire or Twirin infusions inside. If I'm correct, then your inheritance is priceless. If the infusions come with the recipes, then it could also become our salvation. There are probably other papers in there too, and I can hear the chinking of coins. So the infusions are priceless. Why? Here's where we come to the panacea bit, I would be willing to bet. Why? Because they're made of herbs, of course. When infused and brewed correctly, almost anything can be extracted from Twire. And Swevery? No one knows for sure how much it can do. Well, Twire is the most popular drug, of course. White's whip, on the other hand, is thinner and more graceful. You won't be able to handle it if you're not ready to work your fingers to the bone. Tell me about yourself. I'm an evil spirit. That's my origin. My name is Aspity. I'm quite harmless, compared to a Shabnak. I wreak anxiety and fear, bringing the strangling feeling of the strangling feeling of the times changing, but you make my heart go round. Why? I'm not sure yet. What I am sure of, though, is that Fat Vlad is not to be trusted. Unlike his daughter. She will achieve a greatness. Even though she was born of a foul root, her mother was wonderful. I hope she takes after the mother. But Vlad is a swine. I'm thankful to those who were there to help me in the hour of need. Okay, so I guess this is the box. Ooh, yeah, that's some chinkin coin, all right. This is a brand. Steppe people use icons like this to brand their livestock.
Better off silent.
But the symbols are sometimes also used to mark places, events, and even living creatures. This type of brand iron is exceedingly rare. 2 things of black Twirer.
What?
I'm concerned that if I pick up more of these, I'm not going to be able to hold them. What's the rest of this stuff? Herbal recipe 8. What is this? Syringe?
Perhaps turning inside out will help.
Is there anywhere I can put stuff away? Okay, I'm going to save real quick. We'll make a new save. And for now, I'm going to leave some of those there, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them yet. Excuse me, it's getting real warm in here. And I don't want to... I know in the it's entirely possible with this game, the way it's designed, that as I pick up objects, if I don't have room for them in my inventory, they just disappear, and I lose them for good. And I really don't want to do that. Okay, so I have the key now. Why don't we... Hold on, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. First off this. There's a lot of confusing data. More of a chemical than a surgical nature. It seems worthwhile to consult with the Bachelor. Let's hear what his take on the matter would be. And then in other tasks... Oh, mission. Okay. So that's fine. Alright. Do I have any more letters? No. What's the time of day? No, not even quite 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so we're going to go head over to Vlad the Younger. Or do I want to head north and see if I can get inside the house now? Oh, that's a tough call. Okay, I'm going to head north. I just saved it already. Okay, so I'm going to head north first. If it winds up being a waste of time, I might reload the save just to get the time back, but it's probably not a big deal. I don't think it'll take me that long to get up there and back. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I got something. Is that a letter? Yes, the Bachelor's invitation. Kindly request that you visit me anytime after 7 in the morning. We have things to discuss, and in part this may greatly increase the value of your inheritance. Your friend, hopefully, Daniil Dankovsky. P.S. If my findings are true, this disease is genuinely terrifying. My hair stands on end when I think of what lies ahead of us. Okay, changing plans. We're going to go talk to him first. Because I know that my house is infected, so I don't necessarily want to go in there right off the bat. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Hold on a moment, guys. No chewing on that. You chew on that. My dog was trying to chew on the trim attached to my wall. And that's not okay. Ah, keep an eye on the mission. It changes at certain points for the Haruspex, unlike the Bachelor. Thank you! That is also excellent to know. Let's go ahead and check that now. Okay, let's see. Hold the sought one, the named one marked by the brand. He is sick, he is dying. The earth has come up to his waist. That's definitely different from the first time I read this. Must complete the task that my father left unfinished. I have yet to find out the identity of my patient, but I already know the answer to how his life may be prolonged. There's talk of a sand pest outbreak. I don't know who's dying yet, but I know that what they are dying of. The enemy that was once defeated by my father has returned with a vengeance. I wasn't left this box for its mundane value. There is more inside it than this unfinished deed, this unfulfilled duty. There is knowledge inside, the formulas, the compoundings, the keys to create the only solution by which the sought one may be cured, a panacea. I don't know yet who is at their deathbed, but I know how he may be brought back to life. 2 journeys await me. The first will lead me to the sought one. The second will teach me how the panacea can be made. It is time to depart. Let's see. Do you have anything I want? Might help me to trade some stuff away. You have rifle ammo. I don't have a rifle. But I kind of want to get stuff out of my inventory. How much is it? 2? That's 1. Those are 1. This is 3. Alright, I'll do that. And just trade those, because ammunition is different than that other thing. So I now have an extra slot in my inventory. How about you? Got anything I want? Shells. No, I don't want shells. I don't really know why I've got the rifle ammo either. I might just wind up selling that later. And I'm still picking up more stuff to trade with. I really should be trying to make more room in my inventory so I can pick up the rest of those herbs and whatnot, but I almost have to have my entire inventory empty to pick all that stuff up. There was kind of a lot of it. Alright. Let's just go ahead and hit up Vlad the Younger while we're on the way. I mean, they're both pretty much right next to one... Well, not right next to one another, but they're on the same pathway. And I know I need to talk to Vlad anyway, so might as well just get that over with now. Okay. Am I going the wrong direction here? Not exactly. Let's go ahead and head this way, right? Yeah, as long as it's not fenced off. Exactly like that. Never mind. Man, finding my way around in this place was always really confusing. Doesn't help that they've got all the walls in weird places. Okay, there we go. That's what I want, right there. Aha! The way out. Okay. And I don't remember if I checked this dumpster or not. I may have, may not have. I don't know. Man, alright. So, let's just trade for some of these. Revolver ammo is 1. Shells are 2. Let's just do that. And then maybe take 2 of those back. Okay, trade. There we go. Alright, I'll just start collecting ammunition. What about you? You have Meridorm. I'm willing to trade for that. Painkillers are good for me to keep me alive. Okay, nothing there. How about here? Nope. Good enough. Time to hang a left. And go into Vlad the Younger with his creepy speaking well. I'm looking forward to finding out why that happens, because I'm pretty sure that will be explained in this playthrough. Wow, I had a lot of bottles just hanging out there, didn't I? It's good. Plenty of stuff to trade with. Okay, there's you.
Prices are rising with every hour. We'll see how the story ends.
Master Barak, we have a prepared shelter for you. Nice to hear that. You mustn't think that we're shutting the door on you, though. We'll always be happy to accommodate you at our place. My sister and I have persuaded our father that the lump should become your fortress, but your enemies are powerful. Invisibility will protect you from them. What kind of shelter is it? It's your father's secret laboratory. The place is modest, but well hidden from prying eyes. I'm not sure what exactly you're planning to do there, but if at least a tenth of Katerina's prophecy comes true, then you'll need a secluded hideout. That is exactly what I need. Moreover, I have spoken to Bachelor Dankovsky. He's taking a lot of interest in your affairs lately, and he seems to care about you personally. He dropped me a hint that you may need your father's potion brewing apparatus. It is there. Was that the same device that my father used? Yes. You may remember the extraordinary properties of the herb called twire. Can you smell the spiciness in the air? It's twire. Twire is extremely rare, but using said device, a skilled person could... well, you get the hang of it soon enough. So that means people do know about this place, doesn't it? I cannot say for sure if Isidore used to bring his apprentices and strangers over there, of course, but knowing his character, I would assume that he did not. I don't think so. I myself found out about it by coincidence. It's really well hidden. Fine. Please show me where it is. Ah, I could have guessed. Okay. So, is there anything else you can tell me, or are you just done talking to me now? There we go.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Wholeheartedly wish you luck, Master Brock. Where can I obtain twire? You can gather it yourself, of course. Thankfully, it's more than plentiful this time of year. Even the old-timers don't remember anything like this. But it takes time. If the year is bountiful, a professional gatherer can spend a day just to find 5 or 6 blades. This year, however, you could gather 50 in the same time. That means there are professional gatherers, right? Of course. It's an art. People dedicate their lives to it. Oh, how they cherish their twire. They grow it, watch over it, nourish it, and give it beautiful names. They whisper it out of the ground, they sing songs to it, and it all works. How do I find them? There are quite a few huts scattered across the steppe. The nearest one is in earth, to the southwest of the Gates of Sorrow. Those are the more oblivious ones. The ones in the stone yard and in the steppe behind the station are better at hiding. It would be better for you to seek out the ones by the gates. I hope it isn't too far away from the town. The Gatherer's Hut? It's between the gates and the cemetery, just a few steps into the steppe. Then I'll find it easily.
Who lives without...
Thank you. Okay, now did that mean he marked it on my map? Yes, he did. Right over there. Oh, okay, that's nice. They're marked on the map. So there's one there, and one there. I had no idea what those were the first time I played through with the Bachelor, so that's interesting. Okay, alright, we're heading to... I don't have that thing yet, do I? Okay, I want to head back in there for okay, never mind, it's locked now. Can't go back in. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss something I needed. Okay, let's go talk to the Bachelor. And then, once we're done at the Bachelor's place, I think we'll head back to... I'm not sure what we're at. Oh, wait, did he mark... Oh, right, yeah. Bachelor first, then back there. Since it's right next to where Aspidy's going to be anyway, I can hit that place up and then go talk to Aspity if I've got room for more of those herbs, which hopefully I will. Let's see, you've got meds, don't you? You certainly do, Meridorm. And I can trade both of those and get all 3 of them. Which, again, I can start laundering for actual money if I need to. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to start trading all of this stuff to them. 2 and 1 of those. Oh, she only has 1. Okay, we'll just do that. It frees up in space in my inventory, and then if I need the money, I can turn around and sell the items I'm trading for. So we'll just convert needles and broken pocket watches and straight razors into cash. Of course, now I mostly need to trade with the boys, because I've only got needles left for you, and you aren't going to have anything for 1. I did see a boy back there, but I'll find more. I don't really need it right this second. Okay, anything here? Well, there's another needle. Bottles and straight razors. What am I doing? The Bachelor's in here. I know the Bachelor's in here. It's 2, right? Yep, and I've got needles. There you go. And goodbye. Okay, inside and upstairs to the bachelor. Daniil, my friend.
From now on, everyone will have to stay in. That's for sure.
So, did you find any notes inside? I did. May I have a look? No need. I can tell you what they are. They are Twire infusions recipes. Seems like my father didn't actually treat the sick with them, but rather used them as drug components. So... curious. So Isidore Barak relied on some sort of natural agents. He abstracted the working components from them somehow, I guess. Or even used those agents to obtain serum from blood. Damned if I know. So, do you have a plan? I thought there would be more. Never mind. Try to figure out how those formulas work. They might be of some use to us. I do believe you and I will produce better results if we turn this into a collaborative project. Next. I've heard that you're being supported by the Olgimskis. Is that correct? Yes, that is true. The father is obviously too busy right now, but the son seems to be a reasonable young man. I'll ask him if there's any equipment in the town that could be used to make these mixtures. He is likely to know where we can get a distiller of some sort. That's a sound piece of advice. I've already seen him. He does indeed know where we can get one. Well, hopefully we can find it out. Okay, so... the bachelor is interested to learn more about our family brews. I mustn't disappoint. Not that I remember the exact formulas, but that's what muscle memory is for. First and foremost, I will need the distilling equipment and some twire. Okay. Gotta remember where the distilling thing was. I thought it was in his house, in Vlad the Younger's, but I didn't see it lying around anywhere, which is kind of why I left. And now the door is locked, so that's just fantastic. Well, let's head back by way of Vlad's place. If the door is still locked, then I will move on to my hidden laboratory. And we'll give it a shot, see what we can find there. Hopefully there will be a distillery, or distilling apparatus, or whatever you want to call it there. Oh, come here, kid. I want to trade with you. Gotta make stuff in my inventory. Or make room for things in my inventory. You have more Meridorm, which is 2. The razors are 1. Those are 2 each. Jeez, okay. Let's just do that then. Because I also know that the straight razors, later on, can be traded to the town guardsmen for food. So I don't really want to give those to the kids yet, because I would rather make them into food when the prices for food get really expensive. Hunger's doing alright for now. What time is it? 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So we're doing pretty well. Still locked? Yes. Okay. Well, then I'm not going to Vlad. Which means I probably actually want to stick to the rails. That's probably the fastest way to get there, right? It's in the works? Yeah. Yeah, I could have guessed that his workshop would be in the works. That's where you generally tend to find him when you're playing as the Bachelor. Although with the Bachelor, you're finding him in this building over here, I believe. Because I may eventually get taken prisoner at one point and locked in a cell. And Daniil was required to save me from that. Hey, we got another person in the stream. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to poke in and say hi if you're interested. And if not, that's okay too. You can watch in silence and I will not judge you for it. Feel free to judge away on me, though. I'm plenty to be judged. Alright. Heading across the tracks so that we can get to the building on the other side. I feel like I should have some joke about the Haruspex crossing the road. Although, given that my building is the only one on that side, I can also probably safely assume that I live on the wrong side of the tracks. Yay, bad jokes. Okay. Yep, should be right over there. Let's see where this door goes. Or if I need the door on the other side. Is this the one I want? Maybe? Nope. Okay, I need the door on the other side. All the way around. Okay. More bottles. There we go. That's what I wanted. Ooh. Oh, that's why the door is locked. He's right there. And there is no container in here, is there?
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Place is yours. Make yourself at home. Is this where my father used to work? Yes. I personally have only been here once. There was nothing here then. Nothing but tables, instruments, and tools. It seems that Isidore used to spend a lot of time here. Stayed overnight, even. If it was him, that is. It could have been no one else. I hope so. Okay, I'm going to talk to him more in a second, but I want to see if there's somewhere I can... Okay, I'll keep that in mind. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a box in which I could put things. I would have kind of liked it to be a bigger box, but... Oh, wait, I can just... Yeah, okay, never mind. Alright, so... Other. Can store the black twire. I want to keep those. Rations, drugs, clothes, weapons. Okay. So the rest of this... Yeah, I can put the brand in there. Alright, so let's go talk to him. And then we're going to go back to Aspides and get all of our formulas and stuff
I
back.
wonder who else she has an eye to.
What is this bulky device? This is, in fact, the still. I think the apparatus had a different purpose originally, but your father has fitted it into this... This is where herbs are turned into essences. This doesn't really look like lab equipment. He used to say that Twire doesn't discriminate. A rather peculiar thing to say, actually. I would have said quite the contrary. I think you'll get the hang of it. How to mix sap with spirits, how to extract oil, how to take care of this monster. It should be all written in his diaries. Sure. What's this thing on the table? I'm not sure, but I think Isidore used to work with organic materials. Animal tissues, for example. He extracted the required substances from them. How do I use it? I don't know exactly. Reuben told me that you put an infected organ into one of its parts, and then pour one of the precious twirine brews into the other. As a result, you get something he called a gruel. Ugh. There was other equipment here too, a microscope for example. Where are they now? Perhaps his apprentices took them somewhere. I have no idea. Thank you. Okay, you got anything else?
I wonder...
No, place is grim. Totally fine. Don't mind it being grim. Okay, so let's go grab the rest of that stuff from Aspide. Then we can come back and dump into that box. Bachelor's interested to learn more about our family brews. I mustn't disappoint. Not that I remember the exact formulas. Yeah, we already know the distilling equipment. I think he said I also need some twire, didn't he? Yep. Alright, well, let's see if I've actually got some. Didn't I? I put some black herb away in the box. Maybe I just need to get the other herbs from Aspide real quick, and then maybe I can figure it out. Okay. Sorry, my phone's buzzing. I need to make sure it's not something important that I have to deal with. It's not. Yeah, okay, back to Aspide. I really like Aspide as a character. She's kind of creepy and a little abrasive, but she's one of the more interesting characters, and I think that's part of why she plays such a major role in the Marble Nest. For those of you who have not played that, I strongly encourage you to do so. It is free and available on Steam. Whoa, no, I want to sleep. I want the box. Thank you. Okay, so there's Bloody Twire, Brown Twire, Swevery,
Lies always turn out to be true.
White Whip,
Don't mess with
and
her.
2 of the formulas. Okay, cool. We got everything. Do you have anything else to say?
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
Okay. It makes me happy that you came back to us. It makes you happy? Yes and no. I see the cruel hand of fate in this. Your father died, and the next moment, enter you. Old Barak was the person we pinned our hopes on, the hopes and expectations he never would have lived up to. But you can. The earth has expressed its will. The kin has said its word. What do you mean by that? I'm superstitious. I can listen to the earth like brides do, but I can listen to the kin. Can't listen to the earth like brides do, but I can listen to the kin. I know how they feel. They looked up to your father. Now they'll look up to you. That is, if they manage to survive, to learn of your existence at all, of course. Why wouldn't they? Because the disease is spreading rapidly. There's nowhere to run from it. The whole kin, except for a couple of refugees that were lucky enough to be outside when the doors were boarded up, is locked in the termitary. That's okay. We won't make haste, but we will hurry. Anything else?
Lies always turn out to be true.
Do you know how to gather the herbs? You won't find anything if you simply walk around looking for it. You have to know the right places. Twire and Swevery are abundant this year, though. Inexplicable. It's just like 11 years ago when the Cold Tower was built. Basically, you should speak to the Gatherers. Who are these Gatherers? A caste of sorts. Most of them are worms, although they are going extinct. They've had this internecine war of sorts recently. When people started buying their secrets from them, they resorted to killing one another. There was this short-lived trend. Everyone wanted to try smoky twirine for a while, and some worms were tempted to allow this. Why are they called worms, anyway? Well, worms are also the children of Bordeaux, just like men. They are simpler, but closer to earth, so they feel the soil better. They know the gentle words to caress the herbs. Twire has a very distinct growth pattern, you know. Each stem has its own name and personality. You need to get to know it, nourish it, and cherish it. Where can I find them? There were 3 worms on the town's border not so long ago. Someone was being hunted, tried to flee the town. They were waiting for the victim's death. I'll show you approximately where they are. You can go from there, but they don't usually stay in place for long. They travel and break camps for the night. Thank you. Actually, that's what I need to do. When I'm done talking to Aspity, I should actually trek out here, where Vlad told me to go and talk to them. That should be where I can get the Twire stuff or whatever I need.
To stop the requisition. The wretched creature is strong.
Tell me more about the infusions. They have a lot of various properties. At the moment, what you should care about most is that they can serve as medicine that's no longer found in drugstores. Some of them can work as protective substances. They boost your immunity. Take a look. Some are painkillers, some quench hunger, some mitigate exhaustion. There's no medicine in drugstores. You can come across some drugs from time to time, but they're of poor quality. Someone's bought up the whole supply recently, and I've heard it was a single person too. I wonder who would do something like that. That information could be of use. Twire is, of course, no medicinal herb. Earth does not serve man, man serves Earth. Indeed. And one more?
Perhaps turning
Yes.
inside out.
Tell me about Twire. It transforms any substance. If you want to continue your father's practices, you'll need to stock up on herbs. Some of them are even stronger, you know. White Whip, for example. What does White Whip do? White Whip is always a mystery. It's almost impossible to find it on your own, by the way. You'll have to talk to the Gatherers about it. As for what properties it adds to an infusion, I don't remember. You need to know the recipes. A lot depends on the blade, too. Why? Each blade has its own personality. That is known. All of them are different, but the blades of each kind of herb have something in common, too. So, even if you don't know how a particular blade grew, you can still risk making an infusion with it. It will have an effect. I will heed your advice. Wow, okay, that's a whole new set of mechanics that's going to get real confusing. But we'll figure it out when we get to it. For now, we need to head out into the steppe and talk to the Gatherers, because I do still have space, yes? Kind of. I have space for 1. But space is space, I'll take it. Okay, so they are going to be... Yeah, this is fine. I basically just need to skirt the grave site and go around the edge of the graveyard, and then walk out into the steppe where I can find the worms. And the time is now 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and my hunger is still okay for now. It's kind of getting up there, but I'll worry about that later. I like that I have my own place in this one. As the bachelor, I was kind of constantly jumping around and sleeping in any bed that was available to me, whether it was Vlad the Younger's or Eva Yan's or whoever. So it's kind of nice that I have my own little sanctuary out there with a bed in it and equipment that I can use to make stuff. That is probably... Yep, right where I want to go. Never went out this far with the Bachelor. Huh. Cool. Pretty sky. Okay. Let's save real fast. It's been a while since I did that. We are the worms inside Bodho's body. We gather herbs. Brown twire, rusty twire, black twire, and bloody twire, and Swevery and Ugech and White Whip speak to us. Give me some herbs, worm. It isn't that I give herbs. Bodho does. She is nourished with blood. She then gives herbs to be gathered in the steppe. Suok feeds the earth with blood. Our juices sate the herbs. Give us blood, we will give you herbs. Where do I get blood? A Ursurur lives in the stone yard. He gives and he takes. Or else go to the termitary. Win yourself some blood in the circle if you're a good fighter. Okay, I'll be back. Kind of wishing I hadn't traded all my blood to the hunchback. Okay, I know your smell. You smell of autumn soil, and of the smoke that comes from burning leaves. You smell of milk? That's a weird thing to say. Okay. Alright, well, I think I have herbs. So maybe I just need to try and... What we're going to do now is we're going to... Let's see, do I have any other tasks? No. Just today's quest. So what I'm going to do now... I'm going to go back to my secret laboratory place, and I'm going to try... I'm going to save, and I'm going to try experimenting with the various alchemical equipment, I suppose is what I should call it, and see if I can produce something that will further the quest. Otherwise, I'm concerned that maybe I was supposed to kill or save the blood from the guys I was beating up at night, and then I could trade him the blood for the herbs. Which gives me one more reason to start patrolling the nights and taking out the thugs. Not only are they worth money, but I can get blood from them. I can trade the organs to the Usurer, aka the Hunchback, and I can trade the blood to the Gatherers. Alright. So this thing has like 4 stuff and then mix. Okay. Alright, we saved. Can I, like, use these somehow? Ah, nice and simple. 2 stems of black twire, 1 stem of brown twire. And this one says 1 stem of black and 1 stem of brown. Wrap 1 stem with swevery. Okay, what do I have in here? I have black twire in there and the brand. So go to other real quick. White whip is not on my list of stuff. Swevery is. Brown twire is, I believe. 1 stem of black, 1 stem of brown. 2 stems of black, 1 stem of brown. Bloody is not. Brown is. Swevery is. Black is. Okay, so I don't have enough to make both of these. 52 to 9, and this one says 32 to a mere 3. I'm not sure what that all means, but let's try this one. 1 stem of black, 1 stem of brown, and swevery. So in theory I can come here and use 1 stem of black, 1 stem of brown, and swevery, and mix. And I've produced a twirine extract. 52-9. So it boosts immunity 52%, but it boosts your health by minus 9%. Okay, and then this thing was the whole infected organs thing. Okay, so I don't need to carry these with me, so I can put them away. But the next thing that I need will be 2 stems of black, 1 stem of brown. I've got the brown, but I only have 1 stem of black. Go figure. Okay, so let's try talking to Daniil. And maybe we'll see if we get anything out of it. Otherwise, I guess we could head to the Termitary. Alright. I don't know necessarily what to do. Which is a little bit, it's kind of what happens with this game. I get to a point and I don't know what to do from there. So we've created a twirine extract. So we'll go back and we'll talk to the Bachelor. I may have forgotten to talk to him and get the rest of his conversation options. And we'll see if the extract is anything that I need to further the discussion. How am I looking for sleep? Immunity, hunger, exhaustion is fine. It's not even a 1/4 of the way up yet. Or it's barely a 1/4 of the way up. Which is not too bad. Urban Fusions 101. Yep. Keep an eye on the mission. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on the whole Urban Fusions thing. I got the first one down. Just have to figure out what to do with the second one. And what to do with this quest. It says, I mean, remember the exact formulas? No. Alright. So I got the infusion, or the extract, so let's go talk to... Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're just gonna try and take that with us and see what we get. Oh, that's a letter. Ruben's threat. The Olgimskis are covering for you. They need you. For some reason, so they would never tell me where you are hiding. But I need neither formulas nor money. You are not going to escape. Oh, that's right. Ruben still thinks I killed Isidore, doesn't he? So he's out to get me right now. Maybe that'll change at some point. But at the moment, I am not exactly his favorite person in the world. I think I checked both of those already. Yeah. Do you have bandages that I could have? Because I would like more. No you do not. Goodbye. Nothing in there. I think I've got some bottles, so I'll fill those up over here. Yep. There's another bottle. Can fill more of those up on my way back. Or actually on my way in. I think there's one of those big water barrel casks on the way. Yeah, it should be right outside of the... Just on the right of the stairs as you're going to the bachelor's place. Okay. I can't wait for the updated version of this game, the reimagined one. There'll be some nice, I guess, quality of life features. I believe that they're planning on adding a sprint function. No, don't have anything you want. And the sprint function I'm pretty excited about. They're not going to ruin the whole time management thing by adding the sprint, but one thing that it will do is basically it'll build your exhaustion up faster. But then if you're running low on time, you can run to try and get there before the day ends. So it still turns into a bit of a balancing act, but I really like that idea. Alright, how about now? Anything?
I'm tired. I've had enough.
Yes. I managed to get a sample of one of the infusions. Have a look. Is it in any way useful? Whoa. Cutscene. Good thing one of us has a microscope.
During an outbreak, discipline can only be maintained through unwavering exertion of authority.
We're in a tough spot, wouldn't you agree? So what is it? Just as I thought, a natural agent. I'm beginning to work on getting a sample of the microbial culture from dead tissue tomorrow. I could also see how the tissue would react to this solution. Perhaps it can be used to fractionate blood. If it can, we may find a way to cure even a terminal patient. If we could get a sample on microbial culture from dead tissue. I'll get down to that then. If we had tissue treating equipment and a distiller to process the herbs, we could try different components. We'd get what we're looking for sooner or later. That's not as big of an issue as it seems. Consider me having everything we need. Oh? Then get down to experiments, Burak. Study the recipes, make infusions, and treat organ specimens with them. In the end, you should obtain something resembling antibiotics. Bring your samples here. We'll check their effects. Come back when you have the first sample. I'll start working on dead tissues. Trial and error? That's no way to make a panacea. What do you suggest then? I'm not a bachelor of savage arts. I'm only taking this seriously due to being scientifically open-minded. A. Make a couple of effective infusions. B. Treat several different organ specimens with them. C. Study the effects. You think any infusion will do? They are all different. Very different. How should I know? Aren't you supposed to be the expert on this? Not all of them are equally effective, I suppose. Stick to the best and go from there. I just don't understand how a protective solution can help produce an antibiotic. I don't think these are regular protective solutions. I've studied your infusions in detail, yet that's most likely impossible under current circumstances anyway. I'm drawing my theories from what I know about your father's actions. He was successful in using these potions variously. I do believe he somehow managed to make a serum, so follow in his steps. That's what I would do. And that's what I'm going to do. Best of luck to you, Onyon. Thank you for the advice. And did we complete it? Yes! Quest completed, and so I came into my father's inheritance. As was to be expected, there was a debt inside, along with the key to its repayment. The recipes of Twire decoctions. The diaries that will surely take days to read through. And
Yes.
What are you working on now? I'm looking for the source of the outbreak. I need hard evidence. Those backwards fanatics are still obsessed with searching for Simon's murderer instead of trying to make preparations for the epidemic. I fear that they're about to tear even more man-eaters to pieces. Allow me to offer you a piece of advice, then. Go visit my father's house. It's in the Skinners. His house? Why? I've been there. It's infected. My condolences. But if what you say is true, then you've done me a great favor. Happy to help you, Onion. You're doing the right thing. And hey, hello, John. I like watching for the first time and seeing conversations about gathering organs off of corpses. Yeah, you missed some of that. I opened the day, as I usually do. It was barely after midnight, and I needed to gain money. So I generally tend to go around at night, and I attack thugs while they're attacking other people. However, unlike The Bachelor, the Haruspex, the character we're playing, is culturally allowed to cut bodies. And so when I went to loot the corpses of the thugs I had killed, not only did I gain access to the money and the razors that they were carrying around, I was also able to harvest their heart, liver, I think kidneys, and blood, which I was then able to trade to another dude in the area I just left back over there for bandages and tourniquets. And I'm going to be grinding them into paste later and turning them into antibiotics. And yeah, as Gregory says, welcome to the Haruspex run, John. That's what the Haruspex is going to do. This one's going to be a much, I think, more grim and bloody kind of a thing. He's going to be a lot more about harvesting. At one point in the Bachelor's playthrough, you get the Haruspex's help to harvest a heart because you can't get one normally. And he, like, lures a girl away and kills her and takes her heart. But she's going to die anyway because she's sick, so it's okay. Okay, let's see. You have a lockpick. Do I want a lockpick? Lockpicks are going to run me 5. No, I don't have enough to trade for you anyway. I think I already checked most of those. Do you have bandages? Do you need a drink? Here you go. Nothing. Okay. So, I need blood if I'm going to buy more herbs. And I need sick people if I'm going to try making the antibiotics. And right now, I don't really know where either of those things are. I know where I can gather more herbs from. Looks like we also have a third person watching in the stream now. Hello, third person. I don't know who you are, but if you want to say hello in the chat, we would welcome it. Come join in the conversation. It's getting kind of grim and bloody and messy. Good time was had by all. Let's see. So I am at this point just trying to figure out... I mean, I could try and go visit some of these other gatherers just to see where they are. I've pretty much visited everywhere I need to. I suppose I could go to the termitary if I wanted to and see about harvesting blood that way. How's my exhaustion looking? Exhaustion and hunger are kind of starting to build. So maybe what I'm going to do now... I'm going to start by talking to you. Let's trade. I actually don't think I have anything that I want from them. Oh, okay. I can trade away the fish hook for one of the bullets. So we'll just do that, and then I'll be on my way. So I'm going to go back to my workshop. And I'm going to probably eat something and then maybe rest for an hour or two. At which point I can wake up later. And if there are any more letters or quests or something like that, I can deal with them then. Since we still have, I mean, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't need to be... I'll be wrapping up this whole stream and episode at midnight, because that's when the mime performance kicks off, which is sort of like the real end of that day and the beginning of the next one. So, man, we've already been at this for an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, it'll be about 2 hours by the time we wrap this whole thing up, I think. Yeah, now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah, we need to rest and deal with some stuff. Maybe I can go to the shops and potentially I could sell some of the drugs and stuff that I've traded for from the kids. in order to make more money for more rations, because food is good. I like food in this game, and it's going to get really hard to get more of it for at least the next several days. I think block shows up on day 7 or 8. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But prices won't drop until the militia comes back, so it's going to be a bit. Okay. Were there any other pages or anything I could read? That's the bed. Yeah, I don't think I can read those. Alright, so like I said, I was going to eat some food first. Let's go ahead and eat the smoked meat for now. And we're going to save... Whoop, don't do that. Save. Make a new one. And we'll save for... or sleep for just a couple of hours. Okay. Sounds like I got a new letter. Andre's invitation. I've been told you're one of the few Odong to have survived the massacre yesterday. Come to the riverside Shibin. Let's talk. Okay. Alright, and how are we looking on food now? Hunger's built back up a bit there. Okay, so let's go ahead and eat the meat. And now we will have to head back to Vlad... Wait, Andre. He said Andre, didn't he? That was almost very stupid of me. Letters. Yeah. Okay, I was about to head back to Vlad the Younger. I need to go to Andre Stomatin's bar, which is going to be over there. Yeah. That would have been rather embarrassing if I just went completely the wrong direction. I guess I could actually go back this way and skirt the wall around the works. Yeah, the works. Might make it a little easier to get there in one straight shot. And it doesn't look like there's a fence or anything down there, so I think we ought to be okay. Yeah, hopefully. Having said that now, I'm sure I'm going to run smack dab into a wall somewhere halfway through, and I'll get stuck. Worst case scenario, though, I can just follow the river back up. And we can take the bridge across a little higher up the pathway. So that's going to be bad. Yeah, this way. Hopefully, I think this will take me on a nice straight shot, straight to where I want to go. Yeah, that should take care of it, I think. Hey, we're up to 4 people. Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us for the stream. We're on our way to talk to Andre Stomatin. We're a little more than halfway through the day, and we're actually still doing pretty well. Although I'm going to probably need to make some money by selling off extra medicines and whatnot that I've earned by trading with the local children. Which, by the way, is always something that I found really weird. Why is it that the local children, who are not allowed to handle sharp objects, so I'm... like, there's something against children having sharp objects. So that's what they all want, of course. Fish hooks, straight razors, needles, anything like that. But it seems really weird to me that, A, I'm going around searching through dumpsters so that I can find sharp, rusty objects that I can then trade to the poor little unsuspecting children of this village. But furthermore, I'm confused. Why is it that all of these children have ammunition for guns and dangerous medicines? You know, it's possible to find Meridorm or even Novocaine or morphine on some of these kids. Plus all the weapons that they have on them. Why do little children have weapons? I do not understand. I guess it's just a mystery of this particular area. Okay, heading down here, and we'll talk to Andre Stomatin. You're not Andre, you are Peter. You're Andre.
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good. That was an aphorism.
I see a worthy fighter before me. What are you, a soldier or an inquisitor? No, I'm an architect, and also one of the most dangerous people in this town. Oh, I hear... And here I was thinking that the most dangerous person in the town was me. You want to challenge me for that title? I'm all for it. Well, if we do compete, you'll outdrink me easily, that's clear as day. Nah, you're a funny man. Nah, you can't settle this by the means of vodka. Let's see who ends more lives in a short period of time. Shall we make it 10 days? I don't kill people, I save their lives. I'm a surgeon.
This changeling is absolving villains and criminals. We'll get along just fine.
I'll tell you what, we're leaving, my brother and I. Our belongings can go to blazes. How about I give something away to you too? The moment seems appropriate. See how the prices have shot up? A great time for profiteering. Having seed money can make you a millionaire by the evening. How? I have money, tons of it. 4,000 in local currency. I want a mere nothing for it. I need brown twire. 10 blades, no less. Straight clean ones. No flaws, no color, preferably named, but that's optional. Brown twire will yield to you. You're a Menku, deal? I don't get it. How am I supposed to make a fortune by the evening? You don't get it? With my money, you'll be able to buy a whole load of goods and resell them for 3 times as much. At a certain shop. I've got good sources. What shop? Not so fast. Like I said, my sources are reliable. Victor won't let us down either. It's all cut and dried with the Canes. They've got no time for mercantile matters anyway, so overprice away. Well, what do you say, huh? So you want the brown herb? Okay, you'll have it by evening. There's no guarantee I actually will have it, but we may as well give it a shot. He wants 10 stalks of brown twire, and I've already used 1?
Bad Twirin makes your head wooden.
Yeah. Or twir, I guess. They're calling it twirin. What about you?
Fear everything, old boy, as mortals do, and desire everything as if we were immortal.
My brother and I have been seeing each other so rarely lately, even though we're cooling our heels within a stone throw from each other. I feel like I could stretch out my hand and he'd be there. Yes, it seems like it's truly time to leave. Do you two come from the capital? Yes, I am, you know. When we were invited here, that was 10 years ago, Twirin was unheard of in the capital back then. I came here for it. So fetch us some more herbs, gatherer, will you? Why don't you do it yourself? Are you laughing at me? The herb doesn't yield to us. Tried it many a time. It conceals itself from strangers. I also used to think it was a legend or a myth or something, but why am I explaining it to you of all people? You are correct, though.
Oh, I would have let my fists loose.
Alright, we're gonna go, and I guess the only way for me to get more brown twirin, or twir, I guess, is going to be getting blood. I could get blood by attacking random people in the town, but that would just absolutely destroy my reputation, and I'd rather not do that. They also mentioned I could get it in, quote-unquote, the circle, if I go to the termitary. So that's where we're going next. Because if what he's talking about is somewhat accurate, I need to go the other way, don't I? Yep, should have headed the other direction. If what he's talking about is accurate, then maybe he'd be willing to pay me a lot of money for brown twire. Twir, whatever. I just don't know how much blood I need to get the stuff, because I didn't have any blood on me to barter with. But I guess we're going to find out, if I can. Drink, here you go. You have no bandages, go away. I also feel a little bad about that, too. I mean, it's a game, so I don't feel terrible, but it's like, I need water. Do you have bandages for me? No. Then you don't get water. This guy gets water. Yeah, I guess I'll trade him the full 10 for both of those. I don't really like tourniquets that much, but I have plenty of water. And when I was playing with the Bachelor, I actually wound up with a rather excessive amount of water, probably because I was so stingy with how much of it I was trading away. Alright, so now it's what, 2 in the afternoon? 4 in the afternoon. When did it get so late? Oh, probably because I slept in my bed for a couple of hours. I feel foolish. Okay. Excuse me, you got anything in here? Nope. Alright, well, we're going to save before we do this, too, because I really don't want to get in trouble with the whole fighting inside the termitary thing. If I get in trouble, I don't want to lose a bunch of progress. We've done a lot since I last saved. Nope, nothing there. Who knows, maybe I'll wind up killing people and I can harvest for more organs. Hopefully not, though. Maybe? I don't know. They're the kin. I'm supposed to be on their side. It'd be good if I didn't murder them all. Do you have bandages? No. Not many of you seem to. Well, I will keep harvesting bottles from dumpsters and filling them with water. Save. There we go. Can't go in there. Can I go in here? Can I talk to one of you and have you let me in here? No. 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 And no. And I think the way to the abattoir is actually sealed off, too. There should be a giant rock in the way or something like that. Well, let's go find out. I only went to the abattoir once as the bachelor. Yep, it's blocked off. Okay. And when I did, it was just a cutscene that pretty much amounted to me getting jumped and having the crap beaten out of me, and then the soldier showing up to save me. Then I woke up at like 3 in the afternoon the next day. Alright, well... Yoip. I suppose the other place that they did mention that I might be able to get the blood that I need is from the Hunchback. So it's a long walk, but we're going to go all the way back over to the Stone Yard, and we'll talk to him. They keep calling him the Usurer, but he may be able to draw blood, or maybe I can, I don't know, spend some money and trade it back. I don't know. We'll hit up a shop on the way, maybe sell some Meridorm or something if I need to. But I'm hoping very much... What is this? Oh, did I just find Twire? I just found brown Twire. Look at that. Okay, well, I don't know where I'm going to get 10 stocks of the stuff, but I will have to keep my eyes open for that. That's going to be hard to pick out. I didn't even know I could do that. It was something I'd never done in the Bachelor playthrough, so... Huh. Alright, well, that's definitely worth noting. Anyway, we're going to stick to my original plan, though, and see if I can get some more blood from the... Hunchback. I don't know why that word, of all things, was so hard for me to remember. Okay, yep. We'll go this way. I'm really nervous that I'm going to miss some of it now, because it could be really helpful to just be able to pick that stuff up. Hello? Do you have water, or not water, bandages? No, you do not. Go away. Okay, don't see anything over there. Okay, I think that other formula might have actually asked for 2 brown and 1 black. It was using the Swevery thing, or whatever it was called, that was really good for making the valuable extract that I did. Okay. So either I'm missing that Twire stuff left and right, or there's not that much of it located within the town. There's some, isn't it? No? There's none of this Twire? These are just plants? I can't pick them up? Apparently not. Okay. That's a bummer. I was hoping for lots of Twire. Okay, well, never mind. Keep on moving to the Hunchback. I almost called him a hedgehog. No idea why. It would certainly be an interesting little story twist, though. Nah, I'll just let you go for now. Time? 5 o'clock. I have to think about it sometimes with the whole military time. Because I'm bad at translating in my head. Ugh, man. They had me running all over this map today, too. I mean, I started... Where did I start? I guess I started in the theater after the mime performance. And since then, I've talked with Vlad the Younger, Vlad Olgimsky, this Vlad, Vlad Senior. I've had discussions with the Bachelor on 2 different occasions. I've talked with the Sabarovs. I don't think I've spoken with the Canes yet, but I've gone just about everywhere else. As far down as south as the Works, and as far north as, well, pretty much to the edge of north. I was up by Sticky's place, which is where I found the Twire to begin with. Let's see. Haruspex, a religious official who interpreted omens by inspecting the entrails of sacrificial animals. Suddenly makes sense you'd be picking those up, right? It's on the outskirts of the termitary, go along the perimeter. Hey, hi Morjax. Happy Friday, folks. Well, I'm already here, so I may as well see what this guy charges for blood, if he'll even trade it back to me. Hi there, you're creepy. No, he won't trade me blood back. He only wants the blood that I have on me. Yeah, that guy, by the way, in terms of weird and creepy, will trade me bandages and tourniquets in exchange for blood and organs. So, there you go for that. Alright, we'll head back to the termitary then and skirt further around the edge. You said it was on the outskirts of the termitary, go along the perimeter. Okay, so we'll head up towards... I guess we'll start on the north end of it and just work our way south, down and around. Which, of course, also means that I have to now walk all the way back there. How am I doing on food? Hunger and exhaustion are okay. I could probably afford to stop at that food place, sell some of my extra painkiller stuff, and check it out. I'm already here, so I might as well see how much this guy charges for blood. Yeah, what have I just walked into? Yeah, man, I don't even know where to start with the background, because this is a very, very rich story as far as the world goes. There's a lot there. Okay, first off, I need money, so... Oh, wait, I've got money. Never mind. Smoked meat. Okay, fish is good. Bread is fantastic. So we're going to get that and call it good for now. And goodbye. So, generally, one of the big taboos in this world is dissection of any kind. It's considered a horrible desecration, and you're not allowed to do it ever. Playing through as the Bachelor, that made life really hard because I needed to examine a dead body or get a tissue sample so I could examine it under a microscope and figure out why everyone was dying from a plague, but I wasn't allowed to touch the body. There are those, however, like myself in this playthrough, the Haruspex, who are culturally allowed to. They have the right to do it. And so whenever I kill someone like a thug who's running around trying to stab innocent people in the middle of the night and rob them, I can loot not only the money and items that are on them, but I can dissect them and take their organs and blood. From a practical standpoint for me, I can now take those to my laboratory and use infected versions of those to try and create antibiotics. And that hunchback dude is not a very reputable person, to be honest. Met him in previous playthroughs. He's not a very nice guy. And so he probably wants them for more of a black market kind of a scheme, but I can sell them to him to get bandages. So there you go. That's kind of the TLDR version of that whole scenario. Thank you for the bandages. Alright, to the termitary. And it is now 1747, so we're closing in on 6 o'clock at night. So we'll try and check out this termitary thing. See if we can get some blood that will allow us to buy more brown twire from the gatherers. If we can, awesome. If not, then we may miss out on the subquest reward, which would kind of suck, but we got the main one done, which is the important one. If you don't fulfill the main quests, then your important adherent people can get sick. And if they get sick, you pretty much have 24 hours to cure them or they're dead. And if they're not all alive at the end of the game, then you can't fulfill your particular ending. I very nearly lost that with the Bachelor, because I failed one of those missions, but fortunately I had one of the curative items that will completely remove the disease. It also removes about 75 to 80% of your health when it does it, so the cure can be as bad as the disease, but there you go. Organs can also be used to trade herbs with gatherers. Oh, that's excellent to know. Yeah. I guess, I mean, they told me that they wanted blood, so I just kind of assumed that I could get away with that. I know I said I was going to start on the north end and come down, but we're going to start on the south because we're already here. Let's see if we can find this circle. It does require a blood tax, though. Good to know. And, I mean, this is the termitary. If you go much further, you hit the abattoir. So I guess we'll head back up north and cut around that way and see if we can find it. And if it's back around the other way, then we'll come back in a minute. Why in the world do herb gatherers need organs? Are they this world's version of popcorn? I haven't gotten to that part yet. I don't necessarily know why they need organs. But they're kind of the nomads, and they do have some fairly strange rituals, like in the Marble Nest, if you watch that, which also, video stream done on that. At one point, they need you to... Secret blend of herbs and spices, says Morjax. Man, they actually sacrifice an herb bride and kill her because they need her to feed the earth so that the earth doesn't take its own food. So they have a very ritualistic thing going on. I think it's just rare because cutting people is generally taboo. Yes. Is that more Twire? Yay, I found more. It's lying around, just not overly abundant. I think I might have... Either I missed it or I have no idea what I'm looking for, because I don't see this whole circle thing I'm supposed to do for fighting people. So I might just not get to complete that particular quest, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's like I said, I completed the important one. As long as I can complete that, I can live. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I technically have until midnight to complete the quest. So, depending on how much they need, I could actually go back to home, sleep until about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, which is when it gets dark. And at that point, the thugs will be out and wandering the streets again. Just wait for night to kill more thugs. Yes, that's exactly where I was going with that. So I can go back, sleep it off, get some health back, and then just stab thugs, take their organs and blood to the gatherers, and then use those to get what I need, and then take that back to Andres Stamatin to get whatever reward. And there's nothing that says I can't keep my eye out for more brown Twirian while I'm wandering about and waiting to stab people. I'm such a well-adjusted member of society. Okay, homeless person, do you have bandages for water? You do have bandages for water. Yeah, I'll just give you the full 10 and I'll take both of those off of you. Thank you, and goodbye. Let's see, so basically, you're a repo man. If there's a genetic opera here, I'm done. No, there will be no singing. Make room in inventory first for organs and herbs. I'm going to be heading back to my main area, so I need to do that anyway. And all joking aside, I might need to pick this up. Looks fascinating. It really kind of is. You need to be prepared for a long haul, but overall, the amount of intrigue and detail that is woven into this game is kind of amazing. I'm kind of amazed that it didn't make a bigger splash. You know, it's one of those games that almost nobody that I've talked to really seems to know anything about, but it's an amazing game if you actually stop and examine the whole thing. If you were to just pop in and like, if you had, like, my first experience with this game was pretty short-lived. I did one episode on it. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how the game played. I missed letters and quests. I didn't understand how the controls worked. There's all kinds of stuff I was missing. How much do I have in other now? Okay, so let's go ahead and stash... I'll keep the brown stuff on me, but we're going to stash that. We'll stash the ring. We'll stash the blades. We'll stash the those, and we'll stash the flour. I don't know when I got a flour. And I didn't put away the brown one, did I? Bloody... No, and white whip. Okay. Hunger, I should... Well... Alright, save first. Then we'll save. Or, save first, then we'll sleep. Let's see, it's 6 o'clock, so let's sleep for 2 hours. Should take care of a bunch of exhaustion. Then we need to eat. Real quick, we'll have fish, and I'll save the bread. Okay. So, as I was saying, I didn't have any idea what was going on, and so from that little screenshot of the game, I was interested, but I didn't know how to start, and so it kind of prevented me from really getting anywhere with it. Now, having had the amazing comments from everybody that I've been playing through the entire Bachelor storyline with, and really getting to know the story and seeing it from multiple viewpoints and grappling with the choices and the disease and the customs and everything that goes around with it, it's kind of amazing how detailed and fantastic this is. Let's see, what a beefy arm this save menu has. And you did not miss much by failing to find the arena. In my opinion, it's an ineffective way to get blood. Hello, Pupper. Goodbye, Pupper. Yeah, I mean, if it's not that easy to find, then... yeah. And there's another solution. Like you and I both figured out, just wait for nightfall and look for thugs. We can stab a thug and get blood and organs just the same, so... Now, I do need to be careful, because I now only have about... what is it, 21? So I've only got about 3 hours now. And if we miss the quest, then so be it. It'll be kind of a bummer, but we're doing all right. So we'll try to make it, but if not, it's not the end of the world. Man, I'm not seeing any thugs out yet, though, which is unusual. I would have thought that I would see somebody by now. Let's head to the center of town. They're usually wandering around in the town square or by the theater. Man, I hope my voice isn't going out. It very well could be, though. I've been doing this for an hour and 47 minutes. Got my stabbing knife. Nope, you're not the guy I'm after. Come on, there's got to be thugs around here somewhere. I just don't want to turn a corner and walk smack dab into them. I suggest killing several thugs before going to trade. Herbs aren't cheap. Good to know. I was kind of wondering what the conversion rate on that was going to be. But given that the... no, you're not what I'm after either. Given that the hunchback guy wanted 4 of any particular body part for 1 bandage or tourniquet, I had to imagine that herbs were probably going to be something similar to that, or more. Given that they're... because like they said earlier in the stream, they were discussing the rarity of the herbs themselves, and a skilled herb gatherer could spend several hours wandering around and only find... or spend a day wandering around and only find 5 or 6 herbs in total. Although they're supposed to be more abundant this year, and you should be able to do like 30 or 40 in the same amount of time. If you're trained and know what you're looking for, which I'm not. Alright, there's no reason to be back here. Why are there no thugs? On average, it's 3 to 4 organs for 1 herb. Yeah, that's going to be really costly. I have, what, 3? I think? Yeah, I've got 3. So I would need, like, 21. I'd have to kill approximately... and I get, what, 4 parts per thug. Raskus goes after thugs. Morjax will take them together. We'll take them together, Anakin! I wish this had multiplayer. If I could have someone else distract the thug while I'm stabbing them in the back, it would make my life much easier, because those knives hurt. Especially when they throw them at you. If you get a knife thrown at you and you get hit by it, that's almost game over. Hey, more bandages, but I'm actually, for once, out of water. I don't have many more to trade you. I'll have to go digging through dumpsters again. Man, there's just nobody. See, this stuff looks like I should be able to pick it up. It looks like Twirin to me. I guess it's just different enough. Oh well. I'll manage. I don't think I'm gonna get that quest completed. I've only got about 2 hours left, and I haven't even seen a thug out yet. Although I gotta tell you, the one I'm not looking forward to dealing with is the firebombers. They were always the worst. Let's see, doing some math right now. Got 6 more bottles. Yes, knives do generally tend to hurt. Hey, it's Bardon. Nice to see you. And let's see, I guess it's, what, 2 in the afternoon where you are, something like that? Alright. Making progress, slowly but surely. At least we got more water, I suppose. And now it's 10 o'clock at night, I think? 2 hours till midnight? Yep. 3 thugs for 4 herbs. And I would need 7 herbs, so I need like 5.5 thugs. Although if I've got half a thug, I'm probably getting plenty of the blood and organs I need. Oh, okay, so there's a thug right there. He just chucked a knife at that guy, so I need to get over there and try and keep him alive if I can. Which I did not, so let's stab him and get into a fight over here. Ow. Fuck you. Come on, take your shot. Ah, I hate fighting these guys like this. I'll win sooner or later. My knife is getting dull, isn't it? Ha! Alright, he stabbed me once, but at least we got him. Oh, and right, I can pick up stuff off of the dead people. Ha! That'll make things easier. Okay, what's my health at? Not awesome. We'll use a couple of tourniquets. Okay, let's go see if I can find some more thugs. 3 thugs for 4 herbs? That's a silly exchange rate. If organs are so rare, cutting is taboo, you'd think it'd be easier. I need to save real quick, because I don't want to lose that. I'm going to pop off to bed here. I'm a single dad with mini Morjacks this weekend. Have fun, you crazy kids. Yeah, good luck getting up early with mini Morjacks tomorrow, and I will, I'm sure, see you later. So I guess it's inflation. Yeah, probably. No, there's another guy. Okay, I don't have a lot of time. So let's see if we can... Actually, no, it'd be perfect if he fights somebody. Okay, he's not going after me. Who's he going for? Probably the homeless guy. Okay, he is going for the homeless guy. So we'll stab him a couple of times. Like 3. And then we'll let him kill the homeless guy. I feel really bad about this. But if he kills the homeless guy, then I can harvest the homeless guy for organs as well. Okay, I got hit once. That's not too bad. I can handle that. And yoink, 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 yoink. And, ooh, he had a bandage. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Awesome. Okay, so now I've got, like, 16 organs? Something like that. And the time is, like, 10:30. Okay, so we're going to save again real quick. And we're going to start heading back towards the... let's see. I need to head south. So we need to head back across the river, and then we need to head south. I guess I could start heading south now, actually. Yeah, we'll head south now. Because I have to get around to the other side of the graveyard. Did someone giggle and clap behind you while you... Oh, yeah. The giggling and clapping is their noise for you did something that will increase your reputation. If you do something that decreases your reputation, it sounds like a crying baby. But yeah, it's a little disturbing, right? See, I can see the headlines now. YouTube streamers harvests the homeless for their organs. Yes, that represents a reputation boost for killing thugs. I'm not a horrible person, I swear. I just need organs for an undisclosed activity. Okay, I hope I have time for this. Alright, so it's now 2244. I'm going to be cutting this really close. Maybe I can get down there. I have to get across the tracks, out behind the cemetery, and trade for the herbs. Hopefully I have enough herbs that I can get or organs and whatnot, that I have that I can get the herbs I need. And then I have to run all the way back up to Andre Stamatin to try and trade him that stuff. It'll be like... we're bringing this one down to the wire, but maybe we can get there. Alright, I want to go all the way across... I guess I could start heading out now, actually. Yeah, let's just head off this direction. It'll probably be the straightest shot. Even if you fail, you'll still get more herbs for infusions. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thought process, too. It's not a wasted effort. It's just, it would be nice to maybe get more money. Hey, look, cows. They'll be dead soon. But yeah, it would be nice to get more money for keeping myself alive with, well, food. As the rations get expensive over the next several days, it would be nice to have a little extra cash to fall back on. Okay, if I keep heading straight, I should run smack dab into that camp, so... I should see the campfire before too long. And that was the bell letting us know it's now 11 o'clock, yes? Yes. So we have approximately 1 hour to gather herbs, hopefully have enough, and then get back to Andre. But even if we don't have enough, again, we'll still have the herbs for future extractions. And knowing my superpower, I'm probably going to have enough to buy 6 of the herbs that I need, and I will be 1 short. Let's find out. How much blood do you need? It isn't I who need it, the earth does. The earth won't take more than it needs to grow as many herbs as you will take from me. Take it. Give me some herbs, worm. Round 12. Jeez. Oh, but those are 4 each. Okay. So 3 of them is 12. Alright, look, I'm just going to give you everything and see... Huh, blood apparently is worth only 3. Okay, so I have 61. Let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I can afford 5. Bummer. Alright, well, that's 5, and that puts me to 8. So I'm 2 short, because he wanted 10. Time for some campfire songs. Bummer. Oh well, we did our best. Okay, so now it's going to be 2310. I suppose I'll start making my way back up towards Andre Stamatin anyway. I won't be able to give him the herbs, because I won't have enough unless I can find 2 more just randomly around on the side of the road on the way up there. But I need to be heading that direction anyway, because that's where the town theater is for the mime performance, and that's where we'll wrap this up. And those are always really interesting to watch. Usually creepy, but interesting to watch. Yeah, hope there will be some on the ground on my way back. Exactly. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, but I'm not really holding my breath. I've only found, what, 2? Maybe 3 of them on the ground the whole time I've been wandering around out here. The bad lighting doesn't help either. Plus, you watch, I'm going to be so focused on looking for these herbs that I'm going to run smack dab into a thug and he's just going to shank my liver out. Okay. Nothing yet. Yep, I don't see any. And we're just about back to Andre's place. I think I took a wrong turn, didn't I? Yep. That fence is gonna block me. Oh well, we came close, and we got a bunch of brown herbs. We can use them for later. And I can harvest more organs and what? No, shit. Oops. Don't want to get close on that. Oh, geez. He might kill me. Did you die already? Jeez. There we go. Sadly, there are the organs I needed. Too bad I couldn't have bumped into you earlier. Oh well. Other? Yeah. Rations, drugs. I have 8 bandage. I'm going to use the tourniquets and a couple bandages just to bring myself back up. Time? Yeah, there's only 20 minutes left in the day. So, I guess I'll... Nah, I'm going to leave those for now. I'm going to head back to... I'm just going to keep heading to the town theater, because there's no way I'm going to have time in 20 minutes to get down there and back for the herb. So we'll just head to the theater now and watch the mime performance, and then I'll decide... I'll have the drugs on me, or the organs and whatnot on me, so that if I want to trade them to the Hunchback for more bandages or to the Gatherers for more herbs, I can do that and just get whichever herb I need at the time, which might make things a little better, especially given that I believe there's going to be some infection crap happening in the next day or so. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can keep this guy alive, shall we? Stab, 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 stab. There we go. Not everybody's dead now. Just the important people I don't like. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay. Hip, hip, hooray. Did I go too far? Wow, yeah, I did. Jeez. I did not take the right turn. Nothing in there. Bottle for water in there. Alright, I guess it's just going to kill some more time for me anyway, which is fine. Let's see, that's a vagrant. I should save. I don't want to lose all that progress. I have had that happen before, and I kick myself every time I do it. Figuratively speaking, of course. I don't know if I could literally kick myself. Oh, and another thug. Day is over.
Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to save you, but we're going to try. Stab, 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 stab. Yes! Everyone's alive. And we got a new letter. Gimme, 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 gimme. Letter. Panacea. So it seems that the only way to fulfill the duty of the sun is to help the mysterious patient recover. Although the sick body itself is not yet known, the disease is manifest. You should immediately proceed to research the panacea. Have no doubt the powers that be would be willing to facilitate the project, regardless of whether you will do it alone or with help. No price is too high as long as there is a chance to compound the cure. With the vaccine in your hands, you will soon become a man able to relieve the suffering of the townsfolk or ignore it. A lucrative opportunity, is it not? Always at your service, benefactors. Is that another one? Yep. Isidore's Diaries, an extract about the final duty, page 133. My life has come to an end. It may run me down any moment now. Whatever the cost may be, I took it upon myself to protect the following people. The daughter of the Olgimsky family. She will inherit the earth. Kaspar Kane, most definitely angry. The girl from the van. She knows when. The freckled snooping boy, backdoor. The chieftain of the soul and a halves, artist, the sea. The daughter of the cemetery caretaker. Who else? V, whose brand is in the box. This one is the most important of them all. Such is my pledge. I have to write another letter to my son. Could it be that neither one of the 3 letters I wrote before has reached him? I need to talk to Simon. He knows. The copious taglure does not consist solely of the bound. Okay. I'm pretty sure all those people he just described are already on my list of adherents, so they're the people I'm going to be trying to keep alive anyway, but that's definitely interesting to know. Okay. So all that remains at this point is to get to the town theater, which is going to be down that way, around the town hall, and over to the right. Closing in on the end of day 2, which I will say was less stressful than day 1. Day 1 was pretty awful. Oh, crap. Sorry, I want to look at my map here. Okay, I'm going the right way. I'm going to just ignore him because I don't need to fight with him at this point. And generally speaking, I can run faster. Once he threw the knife, I'm pretty much okay. And, okay, you're a vagrant. Fortunately, not a thug. Come on, mime performance. Last thing we gotta do.
The rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
Alright, let's see if Mark's got anything to say.
A wrong place invites a fatal turn of events.
Nope. Okay, that's pretty much everything as far as day 3 go, or day 2 goes. We're now officially in day 3. Oh, alright, so that's going to leave a lot for us to digest. So as a quick reminder for those who may be watching this later, once this video goes live as a recording, if you check in the description below, I'm going to include a straw poll or something so that you can decide if there's a time that would be better for everyone to make it to the stream. If not, that's okay too, but if you're interested in joining, let me know, and maybe I can move the time around for better scheduling. For those of you who did show up, and for those who are watching later, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm really having a lot of fun coming back to Pathologic, and it's already day 2, completely illuminating to see everything from this other perspective, so I'm very excited to keep going. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you did enjoy it, please let me know by hitting that like button, leaving a comment in the section below, or during the stream as all of you did. And as always, I'll see everyone in the next video. Catch you guys later.